PCSRA Radio Network and the Blue Headshot TV. We now interrupt your regular scheduled programming for the following sports special. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the International Motorsports Association for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction or rebroadcast, retransmission, or other dissemination or the use of this broadcast, descriptions or accounts of this show without the express written consent of the International Motorsports Association is prohibited. On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College, welcome to the IMSA Podcast presented by Toyota. Now at the call of today's show, here's the voice of the PCSRA, Daniel Foiles.
Y'all are probably asking yourselves, why the fuck am I doing this show on a Friday morning when it's barely 5:15 on the East Coast. It's because I've had a wacky sleep schedule. But welcome to the IMSA Podcast for the 2021 deal. Yeah, I basically can't sleep because, well, I want to get this podcast over with and get it done and all that shit. So, anyway. Yeah. Let's just get right into the results for the 2021 Mobile 1 12 Hours of Sebring for the IMSA deal, as that had to pop up. I didn't need that popping up, thank you very much. This is the one I want. Hang on a second, we are having some issues with my freaking deal. Alright. See full results, that's what I want. So we had, in Daytona prototypes, as I'll go through the results. Luke Duvall, Sebastian Bourdais, Tristan Valtier 1, Oliver Jarvis, Harry Tinkle, Jonathan Barmenino 2nd, Oliver Paulo, Juan Pablo Montoya, Dean Cameron 3rd, Alexander Rossi, Ricky Taylor, Felipe Albuquerque 4th, Ringer Van de Zender, Kevin Maxson, Scott Dixon got 5th. Felipe Nasser, Mike Conway, Pippo Durrani 6th. Kamui Kobayashi, Simon Pagenaud, and Jimmy Johnson finished on the podium, but they were disqualified for exceeding the drive time, and they ended up finishing last, which killed their chances of the deal. So yeah, Scoff, Hupfaker, Ben Keating, Mikael Jensen were the winners in LMP2. Matt Campbell, Cooper McNeil, Matthew Geminet won in GT Le Mans. Colin Braun, Jonathan Bennett, and George Kreutz were the winners in LMP3 and GT Daytona. Lawrence Vetterut, Lars Kern, and Zachary Robichon won in GT Daytona. Yeah. My thoughts. Sebring was really good. Of course, the 48 team had a bad weekend after wrecking their car, had to use a spare tub for the race, which the damage didn't look too bad. They could have just repaired it, but it probably had a lot of suspension damage and all that other shit, and the rest is history. So you can't blame them about that, so yeah. Of course, we saw some good racing in the pilot challenge and all that good stuff. It was a good race, so I can't say it was a snore fest. So I'm going to give the 12 Hour Sebring a 9, is what I'm going to give it to. So yeah. So let's get right into the IMSA news. There's been a lot of IMSA news since our last show between Daytona and now. if I can find some news. Of course, I mentioned about the IMSA stuff on the Triple P show with Michelin VIR now on October 8th through the 10th. The Petite Le Mans is now the weekend after NASCAR, so that's good news there. Mazda will shutter their DPI program at the end of the season, so there you go. And Carbon's going to move up in Audi, so there you go. Antonio Garcia, I believe, was back behind the wheel of the... Let me check here. Yep, he drove at Sebring, had to miss the season opener Daytona after a COVID-19 positive test, which he had to isolate, but hey, at least he has the race, so I can't complain about that. So that's good news there. Some other IMSA news and all that. The IMSA weekend for Detroit is now shifted back a week. So it says the Chevy Detroit GP presented by Lear, the fifth event for the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, has been pushed back in a week in a move that pairs it again with the IndyCar doubleheader as in past years. The new dates are June 11th through the 12th. WeatherTech was intently set for June 5th and 6th in order to avoid conflicts with the 24 Hours of Le Mans. With the French endurance race postponed until August, it opened the door to shift the WeatherTech Championship race and merged the two event weekends. IMSA Top Tier started racing on Belle Isle in 07, with the only breaks in action coming in 2009 through 11, again last year because of COVID-19. A bonus for Detroit fans. This change now allows the GT Le Mans class to race in the event in a non-points capacity. It means the two Corvette Racing will get to run their home race for the first time since 08, believe it or not. That means we'll have Daytona prototypes, both of the GT classes. LMP2 was supposed to run the Motor City event. It will now complete at a different venue, announced at a later date. WeatherTech practice and qualifying will take place June 11th, with the race starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, June 12th, and airing live on NBCSN. That's good news there, to say the truth. So, 19 GT Daytona had a time disallowed due to a tech inspection. The car had a hotspot installed, which is a violation of GTD regulations at Sebring. Had to send the car to the back. So there you go. My stomach needs to shut up. But, yeah. I don't think I have any other news and all that stuff. So with that all taken care of, let's talk about Mid-Ohio. This is a track that was on the calendar last year, but was canceled due to COVID-19. This is the first race back at Mid-Ohio. The race weekend is the Acura Sports Car Challenge. This is the first race time for Acura. Do not know if it will have fans or not, which is something we'll have to see. So I'll go through the TV schedule. 11:10 a.m. Eastern on the IMSA TV will be race 102 for the MX5 Cup. Then 12:15 to 1:50 Eastern on Saturday will be the IMSA WeatherTech qualifying from Mid-Ohio, followed by the Pilot Challenge on IMSA TV at 3:30 to 5:35 p.m. Eastern, the Mid-Ohio 120. Sunday we'll have the Prototype Challenge on Track Pass. That'll be awesome. Race 2, 11:40 to 12:30 Eastern. 2:30 to 5:30 will be the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship at Mid-Ohio. You can also watch it on Track Pass and also on the IMSA TV and also on YouTube. And then, of course, you can watch the Prototype Challenge, MX5 Cup, and the Mid-Ohio 120 on NBC and NBCSN. So that will be fun. That'll be on Tuesday, so you don't want to miss it. So there you go. Can't wait for Mid-Ohio. Glad to have the track back on the calendar and make sure the drivers do a good job. So that'll be fun. Again, that will be on May 14th, which is less than a month from now. Or less than 2 months now. So that'll be fun. Now, with the new dates that have been given with Detroit, it will now be June the 5th through the 6th. That will be that will mean let me check, June the 5th. There it is. That means after Mid-Ohio, which will be we'll have May 17th. Ironically, May 17th is the day of my anniversary of my graduation. We only have to wait 2 weeks, so that'll be fun. Mid-Ohio is also the first of the first sprint races that we're definitely looking forward to. It should be fun. It should be exciting. So yeah. Should be interesting to see how it goes so far. So that's a look at this week's upcoming awesome deal. Can't wait to bring you the IMSA Podcast. The next one will be on May 17th. Or actually, May 17th, I am correct. So, less than 2 months from now. So that's going to be interesting. So looking forward to that. Hope you'll join us for all that good stuff. It should be exciting. It should be fun. And I can't wait to have fun with you all on that one. So, yeah. One more thing before I quickly sign off and get ready for bed for real. To the person who's still a little offended with me, grow up. So, anyway, yeah, there you go. So that is it for the IMSA Podcast. Looking forward to that. Hopefully you guys enjoy your awesome holiday before we go, because we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be exciting. So, yeah. Just a reminder, the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office is a proud partner of the PCSRA and wants to remind all of our friends that drinking and driving is deadly and illegal. Together we can end DUI. Visit enduyok.com for more details. Even though I didn't have them in the deal, thank you to Zachary Taylor, Nathan Orman, as always, for their awesome help. Daniel Anderson back in our Sooner Network and IMSA Studios in Yukon, Oklahoma. Congratulations to all of our winners from congratulations to all of the winners from the Mobile and 12 Hours of Sebring. We are now halfway through the Tequila Patrona Endurance Cup, which is a very good thing. Until May 17th, which is my graduation anniversary. Can you believe that? So, we'll get ready to recap Mid-Ohio and preview Detroit But until May 17th, this is Daniel saying, Boomer Sooner, everybody.
On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield IMG College, IMSA Podcast has been brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic Drive-Ins, and by Chevrolet. Thanks for joining us for the IMSA Podcast. The preceding has been a Learfield IMG College presentation on the PCSRA Sports Network. Copyright 2021 by the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association and the International Motorsports Association Incorporates.